Përshëndetje miq, takohemi përsëri bashk. Besoj që e kuptoni, nuk është e vështirë ndoshta për treguar që vendodhja është në sheshin Skënderbej. Tirana tashmë është bërë një kryeqytet ku mirëpret njerëz të ndryshëm nga kultura të ndryshme, nga vende të ndryshme të botës, dhe gjithë secili prej tyre është një personazh i vërtet, është një njeri i vërtet që ka një histori për treguar. Sigurisht nga komunikimi me ju, që është gjithmonë shumë i veçantë për mua, marrë sugjerime nga më të ndryshmet. Këtë radhë, një djalë më bëri një sugjerim. Kam bërritur një i huaj, i cili ka shumë për të treguar, që quhet Umar, që e kam mbiemrin Nieto, dhe pse jo, do doja që të bëja një intervistë, na tregonte diçka më shumë për jetën e tij të mëparshme dhe të veçantat që ka tani. Por rrugës do të zbuloj pak nga pak se për çfarë bëhet fjalë konkretisht. Ai është vetëm 24 vjeç, ka udhëtuar në disa vende të botës dhe e përshëndes për të vijuar intervistën. Do ta bëjmë intervistën bashkë në anglisht, po ju do keni mundësi që ta ndiqni intervistën me titra. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. So, it's your first time, Umar, in Tirana?
My second time, yeah.
Your second time. When was your first time?
2019.
2019?
Yeah.
So you were like, how old?
Maybe, I had my 21st birthday here actually. Or
Oh,
20th birthday, yeah.
Okay, it was, so you traveled for your birthday in Tirana.
Yeah, I was
How did
here.
you find out about Tirana, about Albania?
I was in Macedonia and I just wanted to travel here and I ended up liking it a lot, so I actually lived here for 2 months.
Uh-huh. Oh, you lived here for 2 months?
Yeah.
That's very long. I
Yeah.
mean, for a tourist,
Yes.
when it comes to a tourist.
Yeah, I liked it that much.
So you are kind of a nomad guy. You
Yeah.
travel a lot,
Yeah,
right?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like to travel.
Which part of the world did you like most?
For me, Malaysia, Kosovo, Albania, those are like my top 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the people and the food, the culture, everything. Yeah,
You really enjoy it here?
yes.
Do you have a lot of Albanian friends?
Now I do because when I went to the mosque, I've met a lot of nice people.
Okay. So you were born in USA, right?
Yeah, I was born in America. I went to school in Hawaii.
For how long did you stay in Hawaii? You lived there?
Yeah, like my whole childhood. Yeah,
How was your childhood?
kind of hard sometimes. I
Uh-huh.
would get into a lot of fights. I was bullied quite a bit because of the way I look, for being white.
You were bullied for being white.
Yeah, because there's a lot of racism in Hawaii.
So until what age did you live in Hawaii?
Until I was maybe 15.
15.
Yeah, and then I went to stay with my grandparents in America for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what were your passion when you were young?
I wanted to be a veterinarian, actually.
Really?
Yeah, work with animals.
Uh-huh. Did that change
Yeah.
at a certain
kinda.
point?
Yeah.
So I see a lot of tattoos. You use social media too.
Yeah.
You were known in social media.
Yes.
For what were you known in social media?
Mostly speaking different languages and just posting videos of myself skateboarding. That's the main 2 things.
So you are a skateboarder,
Yeah.
professional one? Kind of.
Not that good.
Not-
But yeah, I've entered competitions. I've won certain competitions. Yeah.
Uh-huh. When I asked you about your childhood, you said that you even were in a lot of fights.
Yeah, a lot of fights, and even in my household, I had an abusive stepdad, and yeah, that is also a reason why now I just want to be positive, and that's also why I don't want to end up like that too. I want to influence people to be a better person.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think that at a certain point, that thing in your childhood had a lot of impact on you
Yeah.
while growing up?
Yeah, like abuse in school, abuse at home. It's made me stronger, but also realized that we should respect people and be nicer. And that's why I think Islam is good for me, because there's a lot of rules and, be nice to people, be helpful, don't hit people.
You are a devoted believer now. But what religion were you from your family?
I didn't really grow up too religious. Like, I've been around Christianity and Buddhism as a kid, but I didn't really believe in God or follow anything too. Yeah.
When you say you were abused, how were you abused in your childhood?
My stepdad used to smoke drugs and he would beat me and my family, and he was just a crazy person. But in Hawaii, that's normal. A lot of people smoke meth in Hawaii, and it's actually a place with a lot of domestic violence. There's a lot of violence in general in schools. There's racism, so that's just what I grew up with.
At that time, you become one of the community. When the community is like that, domestic violence and bullying, you become one of them. You start to fight. You start to bully too.
You start to act the way that you see things, like the cycle. Yeah.
Then from Hawaii, when did things come to become more easy for you?
Yeah, when I moved back to mainland America and moved throughout Mexico, my life became pretty good.
You've lived in Mexico?
Yeah, all over Mexico.
All over Mexico? About your tattoos. People talk about ask you about your tattoos.
Oh yeah, people have a lot of questions or they make assumptions, but I just like tattoos.
How many tattoos do you have?
Couple hundred, maybe more.
Couple hundred?
Yeah, my
Oh,
entire
really?
body. Yeah.
Your entire body?
Everything.
Which one was the hardest one?
The most painful?
The most painful and the hardest to paint too?
Maybe the forehead, the ribs. Yeah.
What do you have at your forehead?
It's my birthday in Burmese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Southeast Asian language.
Okay. And yeah, I see even figures.
Oh yeah, just cultural things. This is like a Mayan temple because I'm part Mexican, and yeah.
Okay. And what have you written here?
It's my nickname.
It's your nickname. Can you say your nickname?
Chow Fa. It's like a play on word. It's a lot of play on words for me, so it's just a funny thing.
Play on words?
Play on word, like a joke with words.
A joke with words.
Yeah. Both of my last names translated into Khmer is Chow, and one of my nicknames was Fa. So when you put together Chow Fa, it's like both of my last names. And
Okay.
Yeah, it's just.
So it's like a gaming.
Yeah, that is the nickname I used there. People would call me that. It's for me just a funny thing.
It's yeah. It looks nice. But what else? For example, as in the throat.
I have my family's name on my neck. My sister, my grandma, my dad, everyone.
Where?
Okay. Over here, yeah.
You're back.
All of my family's names.
Uh-huh.
For me, that is the only one with the most meaning. You know, all of my family's names on me. So yeah.
Did you grow up in a big family?
No, I grew up with my mom and my sister, and I would visit my mom's parents every once in a while in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. You said about your father, and are you connected with them, both of them?
The last time I talked to my dad, I talked to him on Facebook a few years ago, but I think he's back in prison. He just keeps committing crimes and going to prison. Yeah.
How it is growing up as a kid of someone who is now in prison and used to be on crime?
Well, I didn't grow up with my dad, so it's the same for me. I don't really know what it's like, but it was good growing up with my mom and my sister, and I'm thankful to at least have had them to grow up with, so yeah.
On your TikTok, you showed a video how it was before, that not only used to fight, but you used to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, drink alcohol.
Smoke
weed a little bit.
Yeah, smoke weed a little bit.
I would steal from stores. Yeah, a lot of bad things.
You did steal from stores?
Yeah.
So you have made crimes too?
Yes, I've been arrested a few times. My mom would pick me up from the police station as a kid.
Okay. Why were you so rebel?
Just the way my friends were in school, doing graffiti, stealing, smoking, swearing, just that's what I grew up around.
Okay. When did you try marijuana?
Well, when I was younger, just for fun, I just wanted to try it. But I never really liked
Younger,
drugs.
you are young. Anyway, you are young, 24, it's a young age.
Maybe 14 years old I tried
14 years old?
Yeah.
When you did first stole, for example, what age were you?
Just always, I guess. I would take like a candy bar or something. Or
Really?
I would steal t-shirts sometimes if I wanted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when did all the things change for you?
You know, like the past 2 or 3 years, I've been struggling with depression and just, you know, crying a lot, feeling depressed and sad, suicidal, just because I feel lonely or something missing. And one day I was researching Islam, and a lot of the teachings I agreed with, a lot of the things they do. I think that that would be a positive thing in my life, and now I'm here.
So now you are a believer in Islam.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot of things. I'm not perfect yet, but going to the mosque, a lot of people are teaching me how to pray and what things to do, what not to do.
So before going deep into Islam and being a devoted believer, what did you thought of when someone asks you, he's a Muslim guy or she's a Muslim girl?
I guess I was kind of not worried, but you know, there's a lot of people that say like there's a lot of bombings, and that is true sometimes, but I didn't really know what the religion was about.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know, and I didn't actually research it until recently.
So that is the first thing that you thought at your age about Islam?
Just because of propaganda or stereotypes. Like, yeah, I think most people think of it as just like Arabic people, and there are a lot of suicide bombers, but that's actually not true. Like, the majority of people aren't like that, so yeah.
Did you know a lot about religion before?
Like, I've been to a Christian church as a kid, but it was more like a fun thing my friends and I would do, and it wasn't very serious either, and like everybody did bad things like smoking and drinking, even the pastors. So of course I didn't really take religion seriously, and yeah.
Okay, and what about your family? Did they go in the church, for example?
None of my family is very religious.
Was never a discussion on the table? Because you grew up in Mexico too.
Yeah.
So in Mexico,
A lot of Roman Catholic people.
yeah, Roman Catholic people, Maya culture
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, like they worship like different things, like they're animists.
Yep.
Yeah. But in Mexico, a lot of the Roman Catholic people are like very judgmental and very prejudiced. Like, oh, you have tattoos, you're the devil. But in Islam, people are more kind and accepting and know that we all have made mistakes before and we can all change. But growing up in Mexico too, just Catholicism wasn't the most positive thing for me. Yeah.
When did you first do your tattoo?
Maybe my first one, I was like 14. I got one on my leg, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was?
Like a tribal Hawaiian tattoo. I got it in Hawaii, just to remember there.
In Hawaii?
Yeah.
And after, you started to do tattoos more and more?
Yeah, actually I only had one tattoo for about 15 years, and then after the second one, it just kind of like, yeah.
Really? Blew up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It blew up. Yeah, it blew up. So tattoos are very unique for you, right?
Yeah, just like something I would draw in my notebook at school. I just put it on my skin, like funny jokes. Or,
Does every 100 of them have the meaning for you?
Maybe about 20 are pretty significant and have a lot of meaning, but the rest are just funny cartoon faces or little quotes or different words in different languages. Not too much meaning for other people, but for me, they're special.
You are now in Albania.
Yes.
And you fans.
Yes.
Oh, you do the English.
Shqipëri. Rruga Alidemi.
You've learned all of them. Okay.
That's where I used to live, in Alidemi.
Ah, you used to live in Alidemi?
Yeah. I even have Alidemi tattooed right here.
Where?
Alidemi.
Whoa. Alidemi.
And here I have Shqipëri.
Look at that.
But it's covered, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Shqipëri, Alidemi.
But why did you cover it?
Not to cover Albania. I just I wanted to put another tattoo there. It just happens to have covered it.
Okay.
No disrespect for Shqipëri, of course.
Yeah. Are you full of tattoos?
Yeah, my entire stomach, back, legs, my entire arms, face, head, neck.
Where you don't have tattoos?
My butt cheeks. I even have the bottom of my foot, the palm of my hand, the inside of my lip.
Oh yeah, inside of your lip. What is that written?
Peña. It's like one of my friend's names in Mexico.
Okay. Was that a lot of time when you were drunk? You don't remember doing any of your tattoos?
Yeah, there's been times that me and my friends in the Philippines, actually, my friend and his wife had a tattoo machine at their house. We would get drunk and people would tattoo me on the back. I would tattoo my friend, and I ended up with some tattoos I don't like.
Ended up with some.
And that's from alcohol, and alcohol leads to bad decisions and throwing up. So alcohol's not the best for me.
Have you tried any other drug?
Yeah. I've actually been drugged before at a club. Somebody put something in my drink, and I've always been very against drugs. A lot of my friends through skateboarding and partying like to experiment with different drugs, but just the way they act and they're crazy, I don't want to be around that. So I've always restrained from doing drugs or even being around it.
I want to know now, when was that point where you changed your life and you started to be devoted?
I just got tired of being around people that are drunk and fighting all the time, dishonest people. I started researching Islam about 1 month ago, a few days before Ramadan actually, so the perfect timing.
Before Ramadan?
Yeah, just a few days before I said my Shahada, I accepted Islam, and then ever since then I've been learning how to pray. I've been fasting this whole time and learning Arabic, learning a lot about the Quran, learning about what things we should do in Islam. Don't smoke, don't drink.
When you first did researches, what was the thing that changed your opinion about Islam?
Because it seems like people have more morals and they care more about other people. They don't want to like rip people off or lie and steal as much as other people. So I think that Islam has a lot of benefits because it just helps you be a better person.
Have you read the Quran?
I'm reading it currently, but a little bit in Arabic and the transliterations and translations into English and Latin alphabet.
So you know now how to pray?
I'm still learning, yes.
You're still learning?
Yeah.
So you do praying every day?
There are 5 mandatory prayers that I pray every day, and sometimes I pray extra ones.
Do you remember your first pray?
It was Asr prayer in Thailand. I was in my mom's apartment, and I looked on YouTube how to do it.
Oh, so you learned it from YouTube?
Yeah, and actually it turns out I was praying wrong for 2 weeks until I, researched more and I learned how to pray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we go and show us how you pray?
Okay,
That's a ritual.
Night prayer before I go to sleep. I will show you how I do it.
But you're not gonna sleep because we're gonna even do some interview.
Yes.
And then after you can sleep.
Kushdo që sheh Umarin për herë të parë, e ka të vështirë të përshkruajë atë çka ai është sot. Por pikërisht, kjo është ajo çfarë e bën atë një personazh vërtet interesant. Tatuazhet mbi trup rrëfejnë jo vetëm marrëzitë e një jete pa rregulla, por edhe forcën e tij për të ndryshuar për mirë në rrugën e fesë islame. Nisur prej kuriozitetit, Umar kërkon të nënvizojë emrat e familjarëve të tij të dashur si gjërat më të rëndësishme që mban mbi supe.
This was my great-grandpa. He was president of Colombia, actually. We have the same last name.
Who was?
Juan José Nieto. Yeah, he was the president of Colombia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. At the time when he was the president, how was the crime?
I don't know.
You don't know? The drug?
He was also a Freemason too, so I don't know how he was as a person.
Oh, he was a Freemason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was like a colonel in the military or something like that too. A lot of things.
From your dad?
Yeah.
Did your dad know him? No.
Edhe pse nuk ka arritur ta njoh, Umar na tregon krenar tatuazhin e stërgjyshit të tij, dikur presidenti i Kolumbisë, si elementin e fundit me rëndësi ndër tatuazhet e tij. Tashmë është momenti i ritualeve parafaljes së mbrëmjes, çka i ka dhënë atij qetësinë e njëkohësisht forcën për të vazhduar përpara, një jetë të shëndetshme për trupin e shpirtin.
So you are finished.
Yeah,
Huh? This is the prayer before bed.
yeah, before
Right.
bed.
Okay. That's the one you told me. You told me that you learned it on YouTube.
Yeah, I was just learning from YouTube, and now that I go to the masjid, people are helping me to pray more correctly. I had like some errors before, but I try to pray when I wake up and the mandatory prayers every day.
Okay. It's known even Andrew Tate, for example.
Yeah.
He did convert to Islam.
That's another reason why I even know about Islam too, because I was watching his interview and he would mention things about Islam, like some things are funny in a funny way, but some things I kind of agree with too.
That's one of the reasons that you said, okay, I'm gonna do some researches and start to do that.
Maybe that's why that video was recommended to me from watching Andrew Tate. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. What did your family first said?
Um,
And what did your best friends first say?
Well, I converted to Islam in Thailand at my mom's apartment, and I was praying there for like 5 or 6 days before I went to Malaysia by myself. And the whole time there I was doing wudu and praying in the corner secretly. I just hope my mom won't walk in and know what I'm doing, because I don't know how to explain what I'm doing. And my mom probably wondered, why am I in the bathroom washing my hands so much or something. But yeah, I didn't tell my mom, and I guess now obviously she knows because I showed her videos here in the masjid.
What about your best friends?
Yeah, I've talked to some of my friends from Cambodia and Mexico. I told them I'm Muslim now and this is what I do. They said that's good for me, but I also want them to, you know, try to be healthier. Maybe not necessarily force them to become Muslim. Like they can do it on their own through their own research, but just tell my friends that, you know, smoking and drinking isn't the most important thing in life. I think people are happy for me that I'm healthier. Everybody knows I used to smoke a lot. It's hard for me to breathe. I've been hospitalized from smoking, so Islam really
How
helps
much
me.
did you smoke?
Like 1 to 5 or 6 packs a day, depending if I'm like partying or just at home.
That much?
But minimum
So you were
30
more
cigarettes.
smoking than breathing air?
Yeah, actually, and I was a real live chain smoker. I would like smoke 3 or 4 at one time, like light one with the other one, and it became really bad. I actually quit smoking before I even knew about Islam just because of health reasons. And with Islam now, I guess it's like more official. Like it makes me not want to go back to smoking because now I can't.
It was hard for you to do fasting while Ramadan?
Of course, like in Malaysia, it's very hot, and I walked miles and miles just, you know, exploring, seeing the buildings, and I almost fainted a few times, but I didn't drink any water. You know, even people have told me, you could break your fast and make it up after, but I just wanted to be strong, follow the rules, and wait until the fasting time is over.
You were showing me before some tattoos, and a lot of figures, personalities there. I know that tattoos in Muslim are haram.
Yeah.
So you will stop doing tattoos?
Yeah, I won't do any more tattoos. And actually, to remove my tattoos, it could possibly ruin my beard and cause more scarring or injuries. And in Islam, it's haram to hurt yourself. So I have to just leave them.
You just need to live with them.
Yeah.
What have you changed after you started to be a Muslim?
I used to swear a lot. I guess I tried not to swear so much, lose my anger or temper with people. Not like punching random people on the street, but just angry thoughts.
Okay.
Or I get annoyed with people.
Okay.
Now I try to just breathe and not pay attention too much to what people have to say.
What when it comes to your personal life?
I mean, yeah, I guess I try to respect my family more and think about others more. Ramadan is also a month of giving, you know. When I see people on the street, I try to give money or something just for my own, like to make myself feel good, not to like post it or tell anybody.
Okay.
Just doing good things.
Are you now a social media guy?
Yeah.
More into that?
I don't want myself to be the focus, and I don't want a bunch of Muslim people to praise me and say, oh, welcome, brother. I actually want to help other people learn about Islam and non-Muslim people to at least research it, and if they like it, then they can convert the way I did.
Are there, for example, devoted believers that have doubts on you?
Yeah, a lot of people in the comments are saying like, oh, you're doing this for attention, or oh, it's too late. Even if you want to be Muslim, your tattoos will prevent you from being a Muslim, but that's not true, because all of the things we did before we became Muslim are wiped away once we become Muslim. It's like we start from scratch.
Does this bother you, that people say that you do this for attention?
No, not really, because people can say whatever.
In religion, there are even things when it comes to your personal life and your sexual life too.
Yeah.
Did that change? It was hard for you for that to change?
Oh yeah, I will wait until I have a wife and have children. Yeah, I will not. We're not allowed to date, or I think even like shake hands with women or anything. Like until marriage.
Is this hard for you?
No.
No?
No, I don't think about it too much.
How was your past life before?
A ladies' man, yeah, but...
A ladies' man? Were you?
Yeah. But it's okay, I will wait until I have a wife. I'm not too worried. Even if it's 10 years from now, I don't need to talk to girls until then. Just research Islam, read the Quran is good for me. I'm not thinking about a wife right now.
Do they write you still?
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, Muslim girls too. Yeah, tell me I'm handsome and like, oh.
Really? Does Muslim girls?
I don't think
write you?
I'm not allowed to reply back to them, I guess. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? You can reply to them.
That's like flirting or something. Yeah, I would have to meet a girl in person and meet her father and see if we can arrange marriage or something.
But maybe you can go out for a drink? Is that allowed?
I
No,
don't think
right?
so.
No?
They have Muslim dating apps, like a Muslim Tinder, but like then you will be tempted, and you know, I don't know how many girls you will talk to on there, so it's better just to... I'm not thinking about girls right now too much, it's not a big deal.
You're not. Is it important for you now that you've been converted to be married to a devoted Muslim girlfriend, wife?
And I think in Islam I have to have a Muslim wife, or maybe Jewish, I don't know, but she has to be Muslim, I think. Definitely not drink and smoke. If she wears a hijab, like it's not that big of a deal, but if she's more religious, then that's better, because it'll also help me too.
If she doesn't wear a hijab?
I don't really care, that's her decision, I guess. In Islam it's encouraged, but I'm not the boss of her, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any question?
Do you reckon you can get an Albanian wife?
I don't know about Albanian, I would have to know her father first, and if we're close, it might be easier to him to hook me up with his daughter than just meeting an Albanian girl. I don't know, it seems pretty hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, I'm kind of different than Albanian girls, maybe. I have tattoos, I speak English.
But you said before that they write you on social media.
Yeah.
So, are they Albanian or usually foreigners?
Yeah, different Muslim countries.
Do you consider living in Albania?
Yeah, after I go on vacation in a few days, I would like to come back here, possibly live here longer.
But not yet decided.
I want to live in Pristina actually, but there's
wanna live-
expensive, yeah.
Really? You want to live in Pristina?
Yeah, I liked it there.
It was so lovely doing this interview with you. I hope the best for you
Thank you.
in every decision you have made and every decision you will make. So enjoy and believe as much as you can from the bottom of your heart.
Thank you too for taking the time to see what I do in my room, praying, and a little bit about my life.
Dhe ne bashkëtakohemi në puntatën e radhës në Real People. Ciao. Për të mos humbur asnjë prej intervistave në Real People, bëni subscribe në kanalin e Euronews Albania.